Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? It is Thursday, July 21st, and we're here for another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind.
Yeah!
Absolutely. I'm your host, Jose Casabona, also founder of this awesome, amazing channel that you guys are subscribed to and watching and listening and giving us all the attention, and we truly appreciate all of that. And joining me behind the camera is the host of the Black Files, my attack partner for Wrestle Rewind, the man who puts in the man hours behind all the videos that we produce on this channel every single week, Mr. Juan Rouse.
Thank you very much for that introduction, and don't you ever forget the Mister.
And much like and in this program, we cover three of the weekly wrestling programs that's shown here in the United States. That is WWE NXT 2.0, All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dynamite TV special, Fyter Fest Night 2, and Impact Wrestling on Access TV. And much like all our other shows here on this channel, we are simulcasting on youtube.com/TheRavensFlock and twitch.tv/TheRavensFlock online. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all of our media content. And of course, leave your questions and comments down below and we will answer them during the duration that we are live. Look at me go off like a fucking machine gun.
Did you get it? Did you say that you're a Motor City machine gun?
Oh, we'll get to that in a bit.
I actually want to go ahead and say hi to the folks in the YouTube chat right now. I see Nikki Bella. Hello, Nikki. I see Hassan Terrell. I see Dev End, and I see Vixen on the chat. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. We do appreciate it. So, Night 1 of Fyter Fest is in the books, and now we're going into night, and this week it's Night 2. We're only a few weeks away from Impact Wrestling's next pay-per-view event, Emergence. Not the Emergence where the Eternals had to fight against. So
what? Yeah, what?
Yeah, I know, right? Exactly.
Who the heck is Apis bin Senin? Hello.
Hello there. Hello there. Thank you very much for joining us.
Apists. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I'm not sure.
It's okay. We'll discover that mystery later. But let's go ahead and start by talking about this week's edition of WWE NXT. Yeah, man. Let's just start with the opening match. Let's get to it.
Did you get into my caffeine?
No.
Is that safe for you?
Oh no.
Are you okay?
Oh no. I am powered by the blackness.
Of what?
All things black.
You could quit trying to be an angsty emo boy. You're 34. You're not a teenager anymore.
You're right. I'm not an angsty emo boy. I'm an angsty emo man.
With man money.
Exactly.
With adult money.
Exactly. All right.
God, what the fuck?
Let's get to the opening contest. It is Cameron Grimes going one-on-one against the Irish Ace, J.D. McDonough.
They have not gotten a better headshot for J.D. McDonough. What the hell is this face?
No, man, he's supposed to be mean. He's a bad guy. He's the heel.
I mean, you can be a heel, but you don't have to he looks like he's trying to imitate what's his face, the sloth for the fucking Goonies.
Yeah.
What is that face?
I have no idea. But
hey, you guys!
All right, so last week in a promo segment, J.D. McDonough ran down Cameron Grimes saying that he's basically yesterday's news as soon as he debuted on NXT 2.0, taking out Braun Breaker, and this is where they settle their differences. This is an awesome opening match. Cameron Grimes can have a great match with just about anybody. One of the few people that can do that.
Dev End is right over here. He's a snarler.
That
is a snarl, isn't that?
He is a snarler.
Hell?
That's just J.D. McDonough for you.
That don't make sense, brother. What the hell?
And then the story behind this match is J.D. McDonough is targeting the leg of Cameron Grimes. He's been working on the leg throughout the entire match, neutralizing his ability to use the cave-in. Oh yeah, he locks in several different ground holds with the legs, does leg strikes, lots of kicks, weakening the leg of Cameron Grimes. But Cameron Grimes was able to bounce back. He was able to mount a comeback, and this is the part where it gets a little screwy. He does this cool spot where J.D. McDonough is knocked. Well, first of all, this is really cool. I want to point this out. This isn't a double down, but J.D. McDonough headbutts Cameron Grimes. Cameron Grimes replies with a kick to the face. J.D. McDonough rolls out of the ring. And then Cameron Grimes leaps over the top rope and lands onto the ring apron. Was going to go for a running kick to J.D. McDonough, but then something happened. J.D. McDonough traps Cameron Grimes' leg through the ring ropes, and Cameron Grimes is writhing in pain. And then This was such a horrible, horrible spot. Botchamania is going to flag this. JD McDonough was doing like fake kicks to the leg while Cameron Grimes was holding on. And it looked like he wasn't even making contact.
What the hell?
It looked so exposed, so bad. I didn't like it. Of course, the match ended with JD McDonough executing that same suplex that he used to put away Braun Breaker at the Great American Bash to get the win. Your winner, JD McDonough.
Okay, like, legitimately, though, since you, I keep saying legitimately, I'm sorry. You mentioned that they're going to catch it on Botchamania, so we're definitely going to hear this bad boy playing over here.
Oh, yeah, go for it. Fucking bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. Let's fucking go! All right. Take it easy.
I had to. It's the law. Folks, you're going to be hearing quite a few little audio gags here for this evening, for this edition of Wrestle Rewind.
Now, here's the thing. Cameron Grimes wasn't exactly 100% laser focused, as during the match he was also being sidetracked because Joe Gacy was appearing at the Crow's Nest to watch spectating the match and keeping his eyes on Cameron Grimes. I don't have a screenshot. Don't look for it.
Oh, God.
If I don't have it,
is
don't
over
open.
here. They're adding good commentary here. They're saying Cameron has some leaping ability, no cap. Yeah, no, he could. That's why JD McDonough was trying to ground him down. He was targeting the leg so that Cameron Grimes couldn't use him.
Yeah, and then
very strategic of him.
In a later promo segment, and in a later promo segment, Cameron Grimes was throwing a temper tantrum until he was approached by Joe Gacy, who wanted to help him because he wants to include him in his cult freak society, which we'll get to in a bit. But that being said, it was a good opener, and now I'm ready to go ahead and move on and get this McDonough. I know what I said. Ha. He's Irish!
Also, I gotta say, one thing over here, Hassan Terrell, you do ask this exact same question every single week. Yes, Friday Night SmackDown goes on Friday nights at 8 p.m., and AEW Rampage goes on at 10 p.m.
You know, if we ever
every
find
single week.
You know, if we ever find an image of of the TV schedule for wrestling, can we just message it to him? Just send it to him so he can keep it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't mind that.
I'm not trying to be
out, but
I'm not trying to
you
be disrespectful, but yeah, no.
You ask the same thing every single week, buddy.
You do, dude. It's getting.
No, I'm like, come on. I get it. Like, we're all busy and it's crazy, but I mean, come on.
All right, let's get to the exciting match of the night, and it is the one-on-one match. Once again, the Diamond Mine implodes as the team captain Roderick Strong faces off against Damon Kemp, a.k.a. Gable Stevenson's real-life brother. Okay, so at this point, Roderick Strong, he's just
waiting out the clock.
He's just waiting out the clock. He's been reduced to a little bitch. He's been bitching and complaining and bitching and complaining. Christian Cage bitches less than him.
Yeah, and he had a whole freaking gimmick where he was being a crybaby.
Yeah.
Like, anyone else remember that?
At least that was entertaining for its time.
Yeah,
and over here he's just doing the same bitchy shit, and he doesn't even sound convincing when he's being a bitch.
That's because Roderick Strong is literally just waiting out the clock until his contract is over. He's playing the part. He's playing the role. He's just like, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. Just
that being said,
fucking get it over with. Put me out of my misery.
That being said, his bitching and lack thereof holds no bearing in his wrestling ability. These two put on a great wrestling match. Roderick Strong's experienced in-ring technical style blends perfectly with Damon Kemp and his amateur background. Both of these men complement each other during this wrestling match. And of course, Roderick Strong holds a bit of a grudge against Damon Kemp because Damon Kemp cost him the NXT tag team titles against the Creed brothers. And honestly, I thought that this was going to be the major blow-off. Like, that Roderick Strong was going to lose. They were going to eject him from Diamond Mine, and that's going to be it, right? Well,
wrong.
Let me continue. It was a great match for both men. Roderick Strong was able to regain control despite the size difference with Damon Kemp. Then Damon Kemp was able to rally back, hitting him with a series of German suplexes, an overhead belly-to-belly, which looked beautiful. And then both of these men get into a double down. They both knock each other down with clotheslines until out came on the Titantron Tony D'Angelo. Gabagoo, baby.
No, I'm gonna. What am I waiting for?
Do it. Do it.
Okay, you know what? Give me 5 seconds because I actually need to. No, you don't get to. You don't get to yell at me on this one. You don't get to. No.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead.
Where'd he go? Where is he?
It's there. Go. Yep.
Poopity-poopy?
Here we go.
Beepity-poopity-pop?
So.
Droppity-poopy?
Tony.
Tony D'Angelo. I wish I could just keep this up for the rest of the show, but I know we can't.
Tony D'Angelo and his family basically attacked the Creed brothers backstage, and Damon Kemp was distracted, like, oh my God, what happened? This provided the distraction long enough for Roderick Strong to sneak a surprise knee hit to the face to steal the win. Your winner, Roderick Strong. And then afterwards, like in a later promo, Roderick Strong continues to bitch again.
What? He won the match.
No, he bitches at the Creed brothers for getting blindsided by Tony D'Angelo and his gang.
And his Goombas.
And his Goombas. His paisanos.
What the fuck, dude? Aren't you supposed to be the leader of the Diamond Mine? Aren't you supposed to be coordinating these guys? Like, hey, guys, watch our back. We're having a match. We're settling our differences here. Make sure no one gets in our way, especially not these gabagooli motherfuckers over here.
Oh, yeah, and in 2 later segments during that night, the Diamond Mine tried to rally back and declared that they're going to come after the family next week.
The Familia, the Famuli Guli Boopies.
Yeah, the Famuli Guli Boopies next week in an 8-man tag match. And Roderick Strong doesn't give Damon Kemp any chance to talk at all. He shuts him down before he gets to say a word. Wow, that's not going to factor in next week.
No, not at all. What are you talking about, Jose?
And as for Tony D, yeah, he basically shat all over the Diamond Mine, calling them a bunch of dojo jockeys or whatever, and says, like, yeah, whatever. There's only one family, and that's Tony D'Angelo's family. The Dynamite, you know the rest.
I'm at a fucking loss. This dopey freaking stuff. I'm not gonna stop because these freaking.
The match was great. The finish was shit.
Just why? Just freaking why?
Oh.
Next match, please.
Let's go to the exciting segment of the night, and I'm stretching it because this is honestly more entertaining than anything else.
Bunda's on the chat. He's asking, did we get to AEW yet? No,
not yet. We're gonna soon. Just stick around, man. Stick around.
Stick around, Bunda. How you doing tonight? Hope you have a good. Hope you're having a good time. Enjoy the show. This is a lead up. We go in order. There's NXT because that comes on Tuesdays.
Then there's Dynamite.
There's Dynamite, which is Wednesdays, and then Impact because that's like Thursdays tonight.
Yes. All right. So in this segment,
we go by.
In this segment, the NXT North American Champion Carmelo Hayes is chilling with Trick Williams and a bunch of friends over at a barbershop, and they're basically just running down the card of guys who they need to look out for. They run down Apollo Crews, Giovanni Vinci, Wes Lee, Solo Sikoa, Von Wagner.
Oh, hey, we got Dr. K Soft on the chat. Hello, Dr. K Soft. He says, hello, bro. Love pro wrestling with a big smiley face emoji.
Yeah, Dr. K Soft.
And they're also a weeb. They got Naruto as their profile pic.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome.
I am not going to judge you. I have no room to judge.
All right, so Carmelo Hayes runs down a list of all the guys that might want a shot at the North American title. Hey, I like how he takes a jab at Von Wagner because Von Wagner keeps saying, "Oh yeah, you're in Von Wagner's world." No, Von Wagner's living in the Melloverse. That's funny. That's a little bit funny. And then Trick Williams runs down Wes Lee. He runs down both Wes Lee and Grayson Waller because they have a match next week. And I like Trick Williams' delivery line here. He says that I'm trying to remember. That Grayson will lie and Wes Lee's just gonna cry or some shit like that. It was a cool rhyme. Only he could do it. But that being said, this was an entertaining segment. I like this. Everything they're doing with Carmelo Hayes as North American champion is working. As at this point, he's slightly a bigger star in NXT than Braun Breaker, but only by an inch. Well, and only because he's putting on stellar, amazing matches defending the North American title.
Yeah, so Carmelo Hayes is working as the workhorse. Braun Breaker is the attraction champion. So
it works.
That works. These guys
all the pun intended.
Huh?
All the pun intended. It works.
Ha.
This was
stand for.
This was definitely a great segment. Now let's get to the tag match.
Holla.
And wasn't my cup of tea kind of tag match. I'll put it that way. It is for the NXT UK Tag Team titles. The team of Beer Money. I mean, the APA. I'm sorry. I mean, the America's Least Wanted. There we go.
It is well be.
Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen defend the NXT UK Tag Team titles against Pretty Deadly.
Yes, these foppish-looking boys who have TikTok booby girl shirts on, but they're dudes and they're pretty boys. They, like, notice how one of them, with these sort of pretty boy tag teams, one of them always has to be a blonde dude. The other one always has to be a dark-haired dude. I think they're trying to rip off, who is it, the Midnight Express?
I think so. No, maybe. No, I don't think so. Not the Midnight.
Is it the Rock and Roll Express?
I think it's the Rock and Roll Express.
Rock and Roll Express, yeah. And yeah, no, Hassan, we're making fun of these two dudes by calling.
I thought you were going to say they were ripping off the Rockers because Shawn Michaels was blonde, wasn't he? And Marty Jannetty wasn't?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Does that mean that the blonde dude is going to eventually become a born-again Christian psycho diva?
Probably. It's too early to tell. But speaking of divas, this match...
Devend is on board with these boys, though. They're like, oh, but the hair, I love long hair in a man.
I mean, to be fair, Juan, they do have really great long hair.
Coincidence. So do I.
Oh no. You do.
What
you
a
need
coincidence. So do I.
You got a long way to go before you could touch Pretty Deadly's hair. Watch it.
They're pretty deadly.
They're pretty deadly.
And they're British. That's why we're throwing out the accent. Steph, don't kill us.
All right. So in last week's segment, it was a stupid corny segment where Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen are chilling out at a bar with Fallon Henley, still the awful name for a woman, and Pretty Deadly came by dressed up in cowboy gimmicked gear, and they looked cartoonish, and they were throwing shade at the UK Tag Team Champions, and this is what led to this tag team match. Make no mistake, this was a great match. Not super great, not anything to write home about. It was still enjoyable. I just don't buy the feud because I can't take Pretty Deadly seriously. Because ever since they debuted on 2.0, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. A lot of this shit they're doing is, for lack of a better term, corny. They weren't corny on NXT UK, and I've seen a lot of their clips.
They were hard and they were fast hitting. They still had cockiness and all that shit, but they weren't corny.
Yeah,
they
weren't over the top corny.
Well, you're in America. Everything has to be over the top, even Pretty Deadly. So take everything that's corny about it and crank it up to 11, and that makes you presentable for television, apparently.
Yeah, I know. So I'm going to get to
Special Snowflake is on the chat. Hi, Special Snowflake.
Hello, Special Snowflake. Thank you for joining us.
Devin shot me down. I was like, nope, your hair's not long enough, Juan. Bah.
You'll get there.
Rejected.
It's okay. You'll get there someday.
It's okay.
So getting to the match finish, so Pretty Deadly, they basically tried to pull every dirty trick in the game to try and win the whole match, but to no avail against the babyfaces. So final trick they pull out, they use the tag belts to try and cheat, but it backfires on them. So here's what happens. So don't chill with the pictures.
Shit.
When I say share, you share.
No, it freaking messed up on me. I don't know what happened.
Chill. You're trigger happy.
No, I'm over here trying to adjust stuff. My bad.
All right. So, getting to the match finish. First of all, Elton Prince, the blondie, grabs one of the tag titles with the referee's back turned, and then Kit Wilson slides in the other tag belt to Josh Briggs.
There we go.
And
Holy
then tries to get Josh Briggs disqualified, only for Kit Wilson to get knocked out by his tag partner Brooks Jensen at ringside.
Good Lord, what is wrong with this thing?
And so, with the referee's back turned still, Elton Prince grabs the title and he's about to clock Josh Briggs in the ring until Fallon Henley, who was knocked out earlier during the match, she came back on her feet and grabbed the titles away from Elton Prince, and then both of the America's Least Wanted hit their finishing move and get the win. Your winners and still NXT UK Tag Team Champions, Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen.
Yeah, give me a second because the graphic was not being cooperative with me.
I blame Twitter.
Why do you blame Twitter?
Because I got the
There we go.
Yeah. All right, well, look. All right, fine. I don't blame Twitter. I blame the WWE. They control the resolution.
No, I'm talking about I was trying to get this thing fixed and it wasn't black.
So that being said, okay,
it was a great match though.
Like I said, it was a good match. I didn't personally care for it because I don't know. I guess I'm not their crowd, man, for both teams. So that's my only gripe about it, is that I don't like either of them. I don't like America's Least Wanted, and I don't like Pretty Deadly.
Good Lord.
Yeah, that's the only thing. The match was good. I mean, I'm sure people like it, but I'm just not one of them. All right, so let's get to the really bad segment of the night. And you know what? I think the image that you're about to share, Juan, pretty much just sums it all. So last week, Joe Gacy has declared that the Dyad, the red-draped hoodie cult freaks, are going to reveal themselves. And now they have. And Juan, I'm afraid you must bear part of the responsibility for this.
How? What the hell? Like, what responsibility do I have?
Because the Dyad turns out to be none other than the Grizzled Young Veterans.
He's a grizzled young vet. He's a grizzled young vet. He works so many tales that sometimes you forget. It doesn't matter if he's curtain jerking or the main event, because he's a grizzled young vet. He's a grizzled young vet. What the fuck?
Yeah.
They're now named Jagger Reed and Rip Fowler?
Yes.
What the fuck is this?
And if you look...
Now these guys are also wearing fucking creepy freaking priest ministry fucking collars too. What the fuck is this?
Oh no, it gets better. Zoom in on their faces and take a look at their eyes.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Do I?
Yes, because I said so.
Oh my god, they lost an eye each.
Yeah, pretty
One
creepy shit, ain't it?
Like white sclera-eyed each.
God.
What the fuck is this?
The inaugural NXT UK Tag Team Champions, one of the toughest teams from Scotland, are now cultists.
They're now evil cultist dudes for an evil cultist woke guy. Bullshit! What the hell is this?
Wow, they really are fucking curtain jerking, and they were actually in the main event.
He's a grizzled young vet. He's a grizzled young vet.
Yes, Wancho, congratulations. Thank you. Your joke has inspired the birth of the Dyad.
How?
Because they were literally curtain jerking. They literally walked out with curtains that they were jerking in.
You're like, oh my god. Oh, dear God.
You son of a bitch.
How is this my fault?
Because I don't know if the WWE watches our shit. Did you check our equipment to make sure that there's no leaks?
You know something, Jose? It doesn't take much to rip off our stuff. We're not even monetized. We can't fight back against WWE to save our fucking lives. Ugh. You're the one who inspired the name of Team 2001, and look where that gave us. Cora Jade turned heel, and the freaking retirement of the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. We're going to get to that in a minute, but yeah, if I got to be blamed for the Grizzled Young Veterans being cultists, you got to take the freaking blame for that, Joe, so you don't get to point fingers at me, bucko. Also, Pray for My Kex is on the chat. Hello, Pray for My Kex. He said, new sub here, liked and turn on the post notifications.
All right. Pretty good.
We shall indeed pray for your Kex and for your Kikis. But for crying out loud, pray for our sanity. Because these fucking dopes, the Dyad, oh my God, help me. Oh, I feel like George Clooney anytime someone mentions Batman and Robin to him. Like,
let me give you your money back.
I'm sorry, here's $10. I'm sorry you had to do that.
This show is fucking awful.
Not just the show, like these dopes, this stupid gimmick. Like Dev End is over here saying, like they're really pushing it with that gimmick. Like, okay, are you a woke dude who's phony, or are you a cultist who's evil and phony?
It
Make up your mind.
You know what this looks like? This looks like the vanilla version of the House of Black.
Oh my God.
If you compare both factions, one faction from NXT and the other from AEW. The only difference
had
is
dinner, man. We had homemade chicken fried rice. Don't make me yak up my dinner. I will blame you, and you're gonna clean up the carpet, and you're gonna get me a freaking double quarter pounder to make it up to me.
Yak up the dinner? What, like Malachi Black as his Black Mist?
Please, let me get this off our screen.
Yes, please get that shit off our screen. Let's go ahead and move on to... This is... Okay, that was a bad segment, but this is a segment that really, really, really pissed me off.
I just mentioned it. And he sort of gave away the spiel here. And Evan saying, I miss the Wolfpack. They at least had some great ideas. The Wolfpack of NWO was literally a bunch of middle-aged dudes doing Chicano gangsta boys.
West Coast ready!
West Coast ready! But at least that was fucking consistent.
And
yes,
entertaining.
Cora Jade turning heel on all of us. Oh God, go ahead, Jose.
So after the main event of last week's NXT, where Roxanne Perez lost to Mandy Rose, who retained the NXT Women's title after being betrayed by Cora Jade, we all saw it. There's no covering it up. Cora Jade's post-match beatdown was a horrible, horrible botch, and Botchamania flagged that shit.
They flagged it. You know what?
They flagged that shit.
You know what? Sure. Why not? One more time.
2 in a row, baby.
Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Fucking motherfucker. Fucking bullshit.
Fucking bullshit.
Fucking bullshit.
Let's fucking go.
What the
All right. Anyways, so in this promo,
I wasn't expecting to do it twice in a row, but yeah. Also, Bunda in the chat, he's saying, I remember when Malarkey Black went to AEW and all the AEW arcs were like, oh my God, we got Malarkey Black. It's so far flat.
Malarkey Black. Wow.
Malarkey Black. Is that Malachi Black and Joe Biden being fused into one impotent wrestler?
I
Black.
have no idea, but
Holy
let's get
shit.
to the segment. So Cora Jade's motivations are, well, I'll let you decide. She was basically like, she was very put off by Roxanne Perez insisting that she challenges for the NXT Women's title despite winning the NXT Women's Tag titles with Cora Jade. She called Roxanne Perez selfish, that she was going to take her to shoot her shot and challenge Mandy Rose, but then Roxanne Perez stole that opportunity away from her, blah, blah, blah. And then she basically declared that this is the end of naive Cora Jade and this is the true birth of Generation Jade because she's just wired differently these days. She did not sound... I don't know. It's hard for me to buy her as a heel.
Did she say she's wired differently?
Yes.
Was that the actual words?
Yes.
Angel. Oh, Angel.
I think we know a
Buddy!
certain... I think our host of
Angel
Los
likes
Amigos...
to say how he's built different. Cora Jade totally ripped you off, buddy.
To Angel's credit, at least he doesn't do anything stupid like, I don't know, throw the NXT Women's Tag Team titles into the fucking garbage can.
Like this?
Yes, like
this
that.
was? Oh,
and
my
this is
God.
where this is where I gotta fucking go on a rant here. Okay, hat's coming off.
Hat's coming off, folks. Watch out. Jose's got an opinion.
I don't buy Cora Jade as a heel, and this was a very very weak start for her to be a heel. First of all, they just teamed like what? No more than 3 weeks ago. They won the NXT Women's Tag Team titles, and then after 1 week of winning the titles is when they pull the trigger on the heel turn. And then after the heel turn a week later, then Cora Jade basically just threw the title in the garbage. And according to Wikipedia, the NXT Women's Tag titles, much like the WWE Women's Tag titles, are vacated. Great.
Which explains why on our thumbnail for tonight, the big winner is vacant for the Women's Tag Championship. Nice going, Jose. You called it. So the winner of the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship is now vacant. She's here, and she is ready to roll, Joe.
The WWE is telling us that the women's tag division is a failure, and it is done. They have no plans for the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. I'm pretty sure unless they change my mind somehow next week, I don't think that I'm not looking forward to any plans for the NXT Women's Tag Team titles because there's no tag teams in the women's division in NXT now.
Aside
there's
from Toxic Attraction, maybe?
There's Toxic Attraction. There's the Ninja Team. There's the team with Valentina Feroz and Yulisa Leon, and that's it. Only 3 teams in NXT 2.0, and that's all you've got. Everyone else are fucking sticks in the mud.
Like, okay, so what I'm over here thinking is what I'm trying to figure is, consider this. I'm making a prediction, and you don't quote me on this. Do not hold me to it if I'm wrong, because I'm spitballing here. if we were to assume that the dopes at WWE operate on some form of logic, what they would do next week is have Roxanne Perez try to go to Cora Jade like, hey, Cora, no, listen, we're still tag team champions. We need to defend the championship or something or other. And Cora's like smacking her or whatever. Like, no, screw you. You put yourself ahead of us together. I thought we were together a team, but I'm not dealing with you anymore. If you still want to hold on to the delusion of being a tag team champion, you go ahead. I'm not dealing with your crap. And Toxic Attraction like, oh, well, we're invoking our rematch clause. We're going ahead. We're going to challenge you tonight for the tag championships. I hope you and your partner are ready to take us on. And Roxanne Perez is sitting there holding the check. She's like, shit. I have to fight them myself because Cora's not going to come out. And Cora's just going to watch in the backstage like, haha, screw you. Take that. Fucking, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean, and I like where your head is at, but that's giving WWE too much credit.
Yeah, no, I suppose you're right. Like, what's his face? Bunda over here on the chat is like, nobody tunes in for women's tag team wrestling. Just get rid of them if you don't care. Like, that's kind of what they're doing, and it's sort of fucked up.
They're doing,
and they're trying to be like, oh, no, but the women's revolution and it's so important. Like, if it's so important, then show that it's important. Build actual tag teams. Build some actual interest. What the fuck?
Pretty much.
Special Snowflake was saying, imagine winning and being like, nah, I don't feel like it.
No. You know what? She nailed it. Special Snowflake nailed it. That's it.
And Devin here, and next year they'll pick it right back up with TLC. Yeah. No, fucking kidding. Ugh.
Hang on. Hassan Terrell's got a comment?
Next Saturday night is SummerSlam.
Yes,
That's what he's saying.
That is true. Now let's get to the main event, which is a 20 women's battle royal. The winner
singles, by the way.
Singles battle royal. The winner of this battle royal will become the #1 contender for the NXT women's title against Mandy Rose in the future. And the women are, I'm going to run down the list. Here we go. From top left to bottom right, Yulisa Leon, Sloane Jacobs, Lash Legend, Tatum Paxley, Tiffany Stratton, Elektra Lopez, Ariana Grace, Valentina Feroz, Kiana James, Saray, Wendy Chu, Amari Miller, Fallon Henley, Indy Hartwell, Cora Jade, Alba Fire, Nikita Lyons, Katana Chance, Kaden Carter, and Ivy Nile.
Oh, hey, send Ivy, Joe.
Yes. That's the only woman in there I care. Well, that's not true. There's a few other women.
Rodhound's on the chat. Hey, Rodhound, how you doing, buddy? Also, yeah, no, it's not 29 women. It's just 20 women.
Just 20 women. And yeah, oh my God, all the NXT women battling in the Battle Royal. And there was a surprise entrant. Do not share the picture, but I will talk about it. The surprise entrant in the Battle Royal was a returning NXT wrestler named Zoe Stark. I wish I had an accurate picture, but share it later. Just hold off on it.
I'm not doing anything. Could you chill?
Okay. Thank you.
No, it's all right, Bunda. And yeah, no, it's okay. The 9 button and the 0 button are right next to each other. No one's bugging you.
Zoe Stark has been out on injury since last year's Halloween Havoc after both her and Io Shirai lost the NXT Women's Tag Titles to Toxic Attraction in an epic ladder match. And,
that was incredible. I remember that one.
Oh, yeah. Remember the Io Shirai's ladder botch? Holy shit, that was painful. All right, so anyways, getting to the Battle Royal. It was a lot of fun, a lot of silly hijinks. At the beginning of the Battle Royal, Cora Jade tried to exit out through the ropes, not wanting to wrestle. She was chased out of the arena by Ivy Nile, and then the Battle Royal began, and the eliminations started piling up, one after another.
Snowflake over here says this looks more like a cosplay con lineup than wrestling outfits. If you think about it, kinda.
Well, with the benefit of hindsight, yeah, it is. All right.
Kinda, yeah. Like, okay, Nikita Lyons, she's rocking like I don't know, Shakira plus Britney Spears style looking pop star. Cora Jade, punk rocker. We got
Katana Chance and Kaden Carter, a pair of ninjas, a pair of party ninjas.
Party ninjas. There you go. You've got what's her face?
Valentina Feroz, the girl with the flower on her head. She's all carnival because she's from Brazil. Get it? Get it?
What's her face? Tiffany Stratton. You know, Daddy's girl, clueless daddy girl.
Clueless Daddy Girl, yep. We got Clueless Daddy Girl, Fallon Henley dressed up as
Ivy Nile is rocking the chain over here at the end, Joe. So she's like cosplaying as, I don't fucking know, as Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
And Wendy Chu's cosplaying as a wrestler.
Ha! Did you just say Wendy Chu's cosplaying as a wrestler?
Yeah.
Take it back.
No.
Take it back.
Why?
Because it's not true.
Joseph, we live in a society that allows this. We live in a society that allowed this. And you want me to take that line back? Piss off, buddy.
All right, so the final women in the ring all boils down to Nikita Lyons, Zoe Stark, Ivy Nile, and Kiana James. Tiffany Stratton and Kiana James. And those are the only final four that was left. And then it was all boiled down to Nikita Lyons versus Zoe Stark, and they put on one hell of a fight as the final two participants. In the end, of course, Zoe Stark eliminated Nikita Lyons, but then Cora Jade raced back to try and seize the opportunity, but she eats shit, and she gets thrown over the top rope because fuck that bitch. And your winner and number one contender for the NXT Women's title is Zoe Stark.
Yay!
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Zoe Stark. You're now the number one contender.
I hope they. I was really. Here's the thing. I was a little thrown off because I honestly thought that they were gonna strap a rocket. Like, okay, Nikita Lyons, let's get her moving. Come on.
It's clear Nikita Lyons isn't quite ready yet. She needs more polishing. She needs refinement. So they're giving it over to Zoe Stark, who has a little more in-ring experience, and it's a nice way to kickstart her return from being out on injury. Also, Special Snowflake was saying, "Girl in the baseball hat looks like a Friday Night Funkin' mod." So that was Cora Jade.
That was Cora Jade, the girl with the botched skateboard.
Yeah, that's this girl, the same girl who threw the women's tag team championship belt in the freaking trash. So that's her in the baseball hat, as you were noticing over here, front and center, center left. And the girl who won was returning Zoe Stark. So
Yeah.
yay! Congratulations to Zoe Stark. The new number one contender for the NXT Women's Championship.
I hope they don't waste her. I really hope they don't.
You better knock us on fucking wood right now!
I'm knocking on wood for you, Zoe!
We're knocking for you, Zoe! We're knocking for you!
All right, let's go ahead and move on. Let's go ahead and shift gears right now to AEW Dynamite.
Bunda, here you go. Light the fuse, hit the bell, Dynamite!
Yes, indeed. It is time for AEW, my friends. Let's go ahead and get to it. This week's AEW Dynamite TV special of Fyter Fest Night 2 takes place over at the Gas South Arena in Duluth, Georgia. Here we go.
Holy shit, they in Georgia.
They in Georgia. And oh my God, when I saw the setup for the arena, there was a lot of advertising for Shark Week. And the reason being is that on Discovery Plus.
Look at this shit. They even have it in the background. I hope you don't mind me just going ahead and putting that up.
Yeah. Discovery Plus is right now in the middle of a merger with Warner Media, and Discovery Plus is putting out a special of Shark Week on their channel, on their streaming service, or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, since AEW is under the banner of Warner Media, because, Time Warner, TBS, TNT, they got to advertise Discovery shit too. It just looks so out of place.
This shit at all,
it just looks so out of place. Like, what does Sharks have to do with Fyter Fest?
What does Fyter Fest have to do with pro wrestling? Nothing. That's what.
All right, so Fyter Fest opens up with a awesome one-on-one match between Brody King, representing the House of Black, versus Darby Allin, the former TNT champion. And this is a classic David and Goliath clash. Brody King won the battle royal a couple of weeks ago, eliminating Darby Allin, and fought against Jon Moxley for the AEW World Title, only to come up short. And then these two has fight. And it was pretty awesome. I loved it. A lot of cool spots during this match. One spot I want to call out is, I kid you not, it is the Darby Cannonball, where Darby Allin runs at high speed, does a suicide dive through the ropes, but he does it in a cannonball style, and then knocks out his opponent. That was so brutal to watch. I love it. Because,
Gross.
Darby Allin's a daredevil.
Yeah, I know. He's a jackass. There's a difference.
Yeah, I know. And you can't blame and you can't say that if he's drunk or high, because he's straight edge, Juan.
No, he's a jackass. There's a difference.
He is a jackass. Yeah, that's true. A straight edge jackass.
I don't care if he's straight edge. He's still a jackass.
Oh.
You can be sober and throw yourself in a goddamn trash can inside a shopping cart. That doesn't mean that you're a jackass.
You got a point there. So we get to the match finish. Brody King chokes out Darby Allin with the same sleeper hold that put him away in the Battle Royal. He chokes him out and then throws him outside the ring. And then it looks like Brody King was going to win with a count out until Darby Allin crawls back at the last second, only for Brody King to put him away with his finishing move and getting the win. Your winner, Brody King. And then after the match, Brody King then continued the beatdown on Darby Allin until out came Sting.
It's Sting!
Sting came down to the... Sting came down to the ring to rescue Darby Allin. Stop it.
It's Sting.
Oh, God.
It's Sting.
Until the lights went out, and then the lights went back on, and Malachi Black is standing face to face with Sting. Hits him with the black mist. They start doing a 2-on-1 beatdown on Sting until out came Miro, the Redeemer. And he stands at the Titantron stage. The baddies back away from the baby faces, and Miro looks on. And his sunglasses, this is different. This is kind of interesting. I don't have a picture of this, but they have different colored shades. One of the shades is black. The other shade is light. And I don't know if that's supposed to be a symbolism as to which side Miro's going to take with this feud between the House of Black and Darby Allin and Sting.
What?
Maybe I'm reading too much into it.
You are reading a lot of shit into this. Okay, all right. I get it. Miro hasn't been doing anything of substance as of late. So putting him into this program between the House of Black and the Jackass and Scorpion old guy tag team. But like, really?
I think
are they really going to be do a whole side thing with him? Really?
I think what's going to happen
Miro's fucking whole spit has been, he's been a heel. He's been a foreign heel. He's been an evil heel. He's been a cocky heel. He's been an evil Russian heel, even though he's Bulgarian. He's been a heel. He works as a heel.
Consider the following. After the Fatal 4-Way match for the inaugural All-Atlantic Championship at Forbidden Door, Miro did cut a promo saying that he's coming after Malachi Black for costing him the title, number one. And number two, the Sting and Darby Allin are outnumbered. It's 3 against 2. So of course Miro's going to side with the good guys.
Is he?
Well, let's face it. Well, that's a possibility, but I'm just saying that there's a potential reason as to why. They're not going to be friends, but they have a common enemy. Which also...
Okay, that's a little more logical, but then again, this is pro wrestling. I don't ascribe any logic to any of these
Also, it's
folks.
kind of interesting because it was Miro who defeated Darby Allin to win the TNT title and rebranded as like this Bulgarian version of the TNT title, which I thought it was a really cool design. I thought it was one of the best designs they had for the belt.
Yeah, Dev End actually agrees with you. They're like, hey, that's an interesting thought. Is he really on the good guy's side? Is he really on the bad guy's side kind of thing? Like,
I know. It's called metaphor, Swan. It's called getting meta.
No, that's not what getting.
All right,
meta
it's called deep diving. Okay,
it's called reading into something that's actually there. It's called making a mountain out of a molehill. It's called Miro's a heel. He's not gonna stick around with them, and if he does, he's only gonna turn on them moment that the House of Black is defeated because Miro's a heel. I'm calling that right now, Steve Borden. It's Steve!
Hey, put some respect on the icon, okay?
Okay. It's Steve! Respectfully.
You jerk off.
Yeah, maybe later.
All right, let's get to the
exciting. Me off is my wife, bitch.
Let's get to the exciting match of the night, which is a tag team match, playa.
Holla, holla.
The team of the best friends, Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta, accompanied by freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Thank you. Who joins the rest of the commentators during the match against the Blackpool Combat Club's AEW World Champion Jon Moxley and Ring of Honor's Pure Champion Wheeler Yuta, accompanied by former NXT General Manager William Regal, who also joins the commentators during this tag match.
A shamanistic unicorn Tam is in the chat. Hello, Tam. Welcome.
Hello,
to
Tam.
Wrestle
Thank you
Rewind.
very much for joining us. I do appreciate it. So this tag match, I'm going to be honest right now. I called it. I know the Blackpool Combat Club won. They did win, but the tag match was still spectacular. Much credit to Wheeler Yuta because he sustained 2 pile drivers from both the best friends. What's up?
Dev End is saying they got to go, guys, but I love your vibes and I love your shows. Thank you for joining us, Dev End. Be sure to catch it on the rewind and share it with your friends. So we appreciate that.
Catch it on the rewind.
Ha.
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 Ha. All the pun intended.
Get
So
out of here.
Wheeler Yuta sustains 2 pile drivers from the Best Friends, and Wheeler Yuta got a lot of time to shine here in this match. Well, because in this upcoming pay-per-view this Saturday on Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor, Wheeler Yuta will be defending the Ring of Honor Pure Championship against Daniel Garcia of the Jericho Appreciation Society.
Of the Jaws.
Of the Jaws. Oh, yes. But this was still an awesome match, very brutal, very physical. The match ended, and this time it was Wheeler Yuta, not Jon Moxley, but Wheeler Yuta got the win by locking in like a technical pin hold onto one of the Best Friends, and that was actually pretty brilliant. I wish I had a picture of it because it looked so fucking intricate.
What sort of hold was it?
I don't know. It's like some type of like
Upper body, lower body, what is it?
It was an upper body, like a different variation of like a schoolboy pin, and he has both shoulders planted through some sort of like weird twisty hole. It's unorthodox for me to explain, but nevertheless,
Unicorn Tam's throwing up the hearts for us, the black and purple hearts of the Ravens flock. Thank you. And Nikki Bella said they watched the movie Wolfhound today.
Cool. I hope you enjoyed it.
Don't know that movie.
So the Blackpool Combat Club picked up the win. It was still a great match. All these guys looked great during this match. It was awesome. And William Regal was awesome on commentary as per usual. So now
it's William Regal. I mean, come on.
Of course. It's Sir William Regal.
Sir William Regal.
But now let's get to the best segment of the night, and this was later in the night, and it is an in-ring promo segment with FTR, the reigning Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions, IWGP World Tag Team Champions, and the reigning AAA Tag Team Champions. Holy shit. That's a lot of gold.
These guys have a lot of gold on them.
7-star FTR is what they call themselves. And they're being interviewed by Tony Schiavone, who this time was actually not being treated as a mic stand and actually an interviewer. Who knew?
Who knew? What
Holy shit. Yeah, no. This was a great promo segment. Cash Wheeler is definitely excited for his clash. He recalled their last battle against the Briscoes at the Supercard of Honor event during WrestleMania weekend, and that he's looking forward to clashing with the Briscoes once again at Death Before Dishonor. Dax Harwood cut a very, very powerful promo here, and I want to share this. I can't remember word for word, but he shared a story where a 5-year-old girl was hospitalized, and she was battling a hole inside her anatomy, inside her body, and then she was battling through recovery with modern medicine and everything, and she tried to fight back, and eventually she got better at 8 years old. When she reached 8 years old, that little girl is Dax Harwood's real life daughter. And Dax Harwood cut a fiery, passionate promo declaring that at Death Before Dishonor this Saturday, he's going to fight like an 8-year-old girl, like his 8-year-old girl.
Okay, I was about to say, like, the way you said that for a second, I'm like, ow.
That was like so good. I like it when wrestlers are able to, tell a little bit of their own personal story that ties into their current programs and who they're fighting against. That's actually very nice. I like that. I thought the story was very compelling, very emotional, and that was really cool. And the fans of Duluth, Georgia, they loved it. FTR, they're just great tag team, man, all around. That's it. Your thoughts about Dax Harwood's story?
That is brutal, man. That it's. Oh my God, that is so sweet and so like, I was not expecting that.
Yeah, no, and it's amazing, and I'm looking forward to it. I actually am contemplating. I'm considering it. I haven't finalized it. I might cover the main event for Ring of Honor's Death Before Dishonor. It'll be my first Ring of Honor pay-per-view. Second, because Supercard of Honor.
There was saying what's his face? Unicorn Tam is asking, is that Carrie or Carrie Ann? There was a movie about his daughter or something like that.
I'm not entirely sure. I'm not sure if this ties into what Dax Harwood was saying, but nevertheless, this was still a great promo segment, and Tony Schiavone was actually treated with respect.
Hot shit. How about
that?
Yeah,
I know, right? Fuck. Blind squirrel, you know the rest. All right. So let's get to the to the short match of the night, which is then followed with an awesome segment. And this is a tag team match. Well, a tag team squash. The Varsity Blondes, Griff Garrison and Brian Pillman Jr. take on the team of Christian Cage and Luchasaurus.
The evil Luchasaurus with a black tongue and black mace face and stuff.
And this whole wrestling match was all one-sided. Luchasaurus did all the work and chokeslammed the hell out of the Varsity Blondes and then tagged in Christian Cage to pin them and get the win. Your winners, Luchasaurus and Christian Cage. And just to add insult, Christian Cage was hoisted above Luchasaurus' shoulders the same way Jungle Boy would in their tag matches. Like, wow. What a dick.
What a dick.
But then, I wish I had a picture, but you're just going to have to take my word for it. Then Jungle Boy made his return with a steel chair in hand. His music is playing. The fans were going wild. He walks down to the ring. He stands in front of Luchasaurus. Everybody's watching. Which side is Luchasaurus on? Is he still siding with Christian Cage, or is he going back into the light side with Jungle Boy? Answer: the latter. He turns around, lets Jungle Boy chase after Christian Cage, who makes a fucking beeline over the barricade and runs into the crowd.
It seems like the man who worked everyone just got outworked by Luchasaurus.
Damn!
And apparently, Unicorn Tam was saying that that Jungle Boy chased Christian Cage down with a steel chair in hand.
Yes, that is true. It is awesome. I love this. Jungle Boy Jack Perry is back.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's so. It makes my heart smile.
So the Jurassic Express have returned.
The Jurassic Express have returned.
Yeah.
But now let's get to the okay-ish segment, and it is another tag team celebration player.
Holla holla.
The tag team of
tag teaming.
I know, right? The team of the AEW World Tag Team Champions. I'm still getting used to their names. Swerve in Our Glory.
Swerve in Our Glory. It's a little bit of a mouthful.
Yeah.
A little bit, but Swerve Strickland and the Limitless Keith Lee are now the AEW Tag Team Champions. So
hell
that's
yeah.
cool.
They're celebrating in the rain. They got champagne bottles. They got a cake outside because, hey, you know, cake and wrestling. Yeah, they go pretty well together, don't they? And then
They always never ever end in any sort of pure six brawl.
Nonsense. Who the fuck ever said that?
Yeah, no, it's such a crazy thing to imagine. Who could imagine that having a giant cake in the middle of the ring, that nothing happens to the cake?
Yeah, and also,
something could happen to
as
it.
part of
Whoa.
the celebration, Swerve Strickland and Keith Lee brought in brought in a rapper to celebrate with them. I'm trying to look up the rapper's name. You'll have to pardon me. Give me a second. Hang on a minute.
Oh my God.
Live research, courtesy of the Ravens flock.
Yeah, I know, right?
This says Keith Lee has no business being in wrestling.
Whoa! Ow!
Ow.
Ow! Why you doing that, man? Here we go. Hip hop star Kevin Gates.
Who?
I don't know who Kevin Gates is. I'm gonna look up and see what he has done as of note.
Yeah, like sorry, like I'm still stuck in my 90s/2000s with a little bit of like modern stuff on here. Like, sorry, my rappers are still like what's his face, Dr. Dre, Eminem.
No,
Snoop
you're
Dogg,
fine. He's one of the. I guess
50
he's one of
Cent.
the. I guess he's one of the new bloods. He is
Biggie
an
and
American
Tupac.
rapper. Yeah. He signed with Breed Winners Association, a partnership with Atlantic Records. Let me see what albums he came
Yes,
out with.
please, Jose. Like you're reading his Wikipedia. Like,
Yeah,
try to. And Unicorn Tam's got a good question. Like, why not call them Swervin' Glory?
That's actually better.
That would be better. Yeah.
All right, so let's
again,
see.
Bunda is saying like he's out of shape and he's always gassed within the first 3 minutes of the match, referring to Keith Lee.
I was going to say, have you seen his recent matches in AEW? You might want to watch it first and might want to rethink your opinion. I mean, you're entitled to it. I'm just making sure. Like, have you actually seen him wrestle recently in AEW?
I'm pretty sure that Bunda watches Dynamite and he's got his take on Keith Lee, and he's got his different take just the same as everyone else.
Okay.
So, like,
I'm
some
looking.
folks think that Jordan Grace is fuck ugly. I think she's smoking hot, and I would like her to crush my face with her thighs. There's like people have different opinions. You can look at the same thing and have different opinions about it.
So let me look at his discography. He's got a discography
All right,
here.
you know what? Forget about the rapper.
All right, fine. We're wasting too much time.
Yeah.
So then it got corny when Tony Nese, the premier athlete, and his agent, Smart Mark Sterling, came down to the ring. as Smart Mark Sterling Esquire, man, that's a mouthful, came down and tried to recruit Kevin Gates to join their enterprise or whatever. Kevin Gates refuses. He knocks out Tony Nese right in front of Smart Mark Sterling Esquire, and then the tag team of Swerve Strickland, Keith Lee basically caked Smart Mark Sterling Esquire's face. And yeah, there is a cake mess.
The cake was destroyed in the middle of a wrestling ring. Oh no!
Why was that ever there? Has nobody watched?
Who could have possibly predicted this?
Has nobody watched WCW Bash at the Beach 2000, where they had a horrible cake mess to clean up?
Let's not ever watch that. Let's not ever mention that, Jose. Bash at the Beach 2000 was a rocking fucking testament to the stupidity of Vince fucking Russo.
Hang on a minute, Juancho. I know it's a crime that it exists, but it's a bigger crime to pretend it doesn't.
I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I just don't want to mention the same breath as the Ravens flock. Fuck Vince Russo.
Okay, fair enough.
He's a fucking disgrace to anything related to New York.
Well, actually, can you really, it's not all Vince Russo. Eric Bischoff is also kind of responsible.
Fuck Vince Russo.
Okay, fine. Moving on.
And Nikki Bella saying he said tastes too sweet.
All right.
And yes, Unicorn Sam, freaking Smart Mark Sterling Esquire got caked.
Wait, hang on a minute. I need to get this out of the way right now. Why do you call him Smart Mark Sterling Esquire?
That's his full name. Look at it.
Because as far as I know, in AEW, it's just Smart Mark Sterling.
Let me show you. Smart Mark Sterling Esquire.
Then how come they don't say Esquire in AEW?
Because freaking AEW is full of stupid peoples. See, Smart Mark Sterling Esquire. It's up on his Instagram. It's up on his Twitter. That's his full fucking name. Get it right.
All right, fine. Let's get to the main event of the night, and it's time to take it down, to the excitement down a few notches.
How come?
It is the all barbed wire everywhere match between Eddie Kingston, the Mad King, versus the Painmaker, Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho cosplaying Alice Cooper?
With the Jericho Appreciation Society suspended in a shark cage, and I was wrong.
The Joss.
Not above the ring, but it was still suspended somewhere next to the ring.
Next to the ring, and it's elevated off the ring, and you're like, okay, so this was the so basically, Jon Moxley as interim AEW World Champion, he couldn't be in a garbage match, so they gave it to Eddie Kingston.
Pretty much.
Against Chris Jericho cosplaying Alice Cooper.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Because, they're the ones with a blood feud.
But this match was so full of cringe. And no, it wasn't a shark cage match. The Joss, the Jericho Appreciation Society, they're locked away in the shark cage so that they couldn't interfere. They crammed 7 people and 1 Brazilian hoe bag into the freaking ring, into the freaking cage.
Actually, no. Ty Conti was not in the cage.
Oh, Ty Conti's not in the cage?
Yeah.
She was free to run around?
She was free to run around?
I thought that she was part of the Joss.
I'll get to her in a bit. So first of all, the ring announcer, Justin Roberts, had a barbed wire wrapped mic when he announced to the participants.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Please tell me that Justin Roberts was like holding the microphone very cautiously by his face, like
he was. As soon as Eddie Kingston came down, he took the mic from him and started wailing on Jericho and started busting him open.
What the fuck? And yeah, the bundles like the shark cage serve absolutely no purpose whatsoever.
Well, yeah, he's not wrong. I'm going to get to it. But yeah, this was a huge, messy fight. There was barbed wire wrapped weapons, steel chairs, barbed wire itself, bats,
barbed wire ropes instead of regular ring ropes.
Pretty much the works. Yeah, they brought everything but the kitchen sink in this one. Oh,
and
I'm sorry.
If they brought a kitchen sink, that would be wrapped in barbed wire too.
Yeah, pretty much. Jericho was able to turn the match around by hitting a top rope Frankensteiner onto the barbed wire in the ring.
Wouldn't that mean that? Hold on, the ring ropes were barbed wire too, right?
Yes.
How the fuck did Chris Jericho manage to balance in any way, shape, or form worth a damn on barbed wire instead of ring ropes, which are like cable wrapped in like tubing? How could he do any sort of top rope move when the top rope is thinner than actual roping?
Your guess is as good as mine.
No, how? I want to know. Someone explain it to me. Make it make sense. You know what? No, fuck it. I know it's not a botch, but fuck it.
Go ahead.
Fuck. No, that shit's so stupid. Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit.
I wish you didn't play it now because I'm about to get to a botch in this match.
Oh, you are?
Yes, I am. So hold your horses on that.
Okay.
And then later in the match, during the match, Ty Conti went down to look for the controls to the shark cage to let out the jaws until out came Ruby Soho to attack Ty Conti, and they both has fight until Anna Jay, Ty Conti's best friend, breaks up the fight and tries to get Ty Conti to hold off. Only for Anna Jay to turn heel and attack Ruby Soho. So now we have a new. So now we have a new addition to the Jericho Appreciation Society. Fucking hell, this is so bloated.
Jaws, King, Jaws.
And so Ty Conti gets the controls, lowers the shark cage, and then she tries to use a key to try and let the guys free. And then after a while of like struggling to get them out of the shark cage, the guys are like, fuck it, because apparently they're so goddamn thin, they could just slip through the bars.
What the fuck?
You may now play at full swing.
Okay, thank the fuck out of you here.
This was so stupid, it defeats the purpose of the shark. Bunda's right. Bunda, you were right.
Fucking bullshit! Fucking bullshit! Fucking bullshit! Fucking bullshit! Son of a bitch! Bullshit, Hulk Hogan!
Just a fucking what the fuck?
And then we get to the finish. There's the Jericho Appreciation Society attacked Eddie Kingston. Out comes the Blackpool Combat Club and Ortiz to even the odds. They all get a big brawl outside the ring. Pier 6 brawl, you know the deal. And then Eddie Kingston, with his arm wrapped around in barbed wire, locks in his submission hold to try and force Jericho to tap out until out came Jericho's best buddy, Sammy Guevara, to kick Kingston in the face just for Jericho to hit him with the Judas elbow and pin him and getting the win. Your winner, Chris Jericho.
However, it didn't quite end with the victory on Jericho's side.
Oh, yeah, no. Eddie Kingston then attacked, after the match, Eddie Kingston attacked Sammy Guevara and then threw Jericho over the ropes onto another pile of barbed wire, and the show ends with Jericho writhing and shaking in miserable pain, covered in blood and pain, with Eddie Kingston looking on in I don't know if you want to call it satisfaction because he lost, but
No, yeah, satisfaction. Like, I didn't win the match, but I got to make you bleed, Jericho. Yeah, no, Bunda's right. This match was full of cringe. He's like, next, the fucking AEW janitor is going to be part of the Jericho Appreciation Society. Sorry, but Kenny Omega's still out on injury.
Okay, wow.
I went there.
Wow. First of all,
Make the bad language music
first of
stop.
all,
Sorry, no, Hassan. It's part of Botchamania, and this was a botchy, ratchet, cringe as fuck, freaking match. Sorry, we're
first of all, the shark cage definitely served no purpose because it was a fucking botch. And secondly, far too many people in the Jericho Appreciation Society. What the fuck is going on? And then thirdly, I think the wrong person went over this match. It would have been a lot more meaningful and truly a vindication if Eddie Kingston won.
But you see, here's the thing: they don't have bookers in AEW. Everyone has their own match, and the only one who is in charge is Tony Khan.
I was gonna say this
Chris
is probably
Jericho has like his creative control. He's like, it'd be great, baby, if I go in there, you have the Painmaker again, baby. You got a big barbed wire and everything, baby.
I don't know,
Eddie
man.
Kingston's got a feud with me.
I don't know,
So
man. I didn't like.
Who's gonna win? Eddie Kingston. I'm gonna win, baby. Painmaker wins, baby.
Okay, the Paymaker's
I
gonna win.
invented pain, baby.
Okay, you're gonna win.
I
Jericho.
invented.
All right, let's fucking go.
Invented it, baby. Invented.
The main event was shit.
It was dumb. It was so dumb.
It was really dumb.
This sounds so stupid. And what's her face? Jericho feeling no pain sounds brutal. He must have a bunch of marks. No, he's definitely marked up. But at the same time, it's one of those what the fuck moments. What is wrong with these people? Why are they booking a garbage match? This doesn't make any fucking sense. Make it make sense.
Because this is supposed to be the big blow-off between the blood feud of Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho.
And the blow-off is Jericho wins, LOL?
Yes, unfortunately. Much to the dismay of all the AEW fans who wanted to see Eddie Kingston win.
But this legit makes no sense. What the hell? You're like, yeah, no, it was brutal, and I like the idea of having a nice hardcore barbed wire match, but save that for pay-per-view events.
But this
don't
is a-
put it on free TV.
But this is a TV special.
No, I don't care if it's a TV special. No, motherfuck. Holy crap. Yeah, no, the ending was really fucking lame, Unicorn. It was depressingly lame because you have people swerving on other women. All the guys who were locked in the shark cage just left the shark cage. The bars were paper thin and so far wide apart that you might as well not even have them there. And they just joined in and jumped up on the guy.
It was pretty stupid.
God, well, at
All
least
right.
it can't get any worse on Impact.
All right, well then let's go ahead and get to tonight's edition of Impact Wrestling. Impact takes place over in Louisville, Kentucky, the hometown of WWE manager Jim Cornette.
Goddamn! Give me triple cheeseburger, triple onion, triple pickles, motherfucker! Triple bacon!
Yeah.
Goddamn, I'm gonna fucking kill you!
Oh, God.
Goddamn!
Oh man, I can't think of any other wrestling legends who are from Louisville, Kentucky, other than Jim Cornette.
Bund is like, at least Jose admits when AEW does something stupid. I respect that.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
AEW does do stupid shit, treating Tony Schiavone like he's nothing.
Like he's a mic stand.
Wrestlers like Chris Jericho getting creative control over their storylines and matches, and the women's division being buried in their programming and not given enough screen time to shine.
Not given enough time to actually build anything worth a damn.
Yeah,
You have maybe one women's match per night.
and make no
per week.
Make no mistake, I don't just criticize and fucking bash at WWE. I also criticize AEW. Okay,
And if Impact does stupid shit, and they've got a lot of stupid shit they've done, we'll call it out on that too. For instance, the teleporting stuff that they did to the Great Beyond last week between what's her face, Rosemary, and what's Havoc's new name again?
Jessica.
Jessica. What the fuck is that?
That was
about?
weird.
That was weird. All right, so let's
Let's get to Impact Wrestling. Tonight, Impact Wrestling takes place in Louisville, Kentucky.
Goddamn.
Kentucky. The night opens up with a tag team match, player.
holla holla.
The Impact Knockouts division shine tonight as the team of Diana Purrazzo, the La Virtuosa,
You keep saying
La Virtuosa,
Virtuosa. V-I, not
Virtuosa.
V-E. What the fuck?
and Chelsea Green, the Hot Mess, and their tag team name, I kid you not, they're called Vexed. VXT. Vexed. Why don't you just call yourself VXT? What, are you afraid that people are going to call you NXT? I don't know.
I saw the logo for the tag team. It's right here.
VXT.
Yeah.
Ha,
See, you
ha,
just
ha,
take the logo. Yeah, there you go.
ha, you
And when
asshole.
they break up and come back together, they're VXT 2.0.
Versus the team of Mia Yim and the Impact Knockouts World Champion
Thick
Jordan
Mama Pump.
Jordan Grace.
Jordan Grace. Yep. Let's just face Bunda saying the reason I can't talk shit about WWE because y'all don't cover Raw or SmackDown. Well, like the problem with Raw and SmackDown is that everyone else and their mother already covers Raw and SmackDown. And that market's already saturated all to hell.
But we talk shit about NXT if you want to hear us talk shit about NXT because their product is bad.
Yeah, Nikki Bella saying Ruby Soho should be a champion. Well, she could either challenge for the Women's World Championship and challenge Thunder Rosa,
Or go after Jade Cargill for the TBS title.
yeah. So if Ruby Soho really wants it, they could make that happen for her. And Unicorn Tam is saying, yeah, everyone loves the ladies matchups. That's a shame.
I know.
And Bunda doesn't watch NXT. Well, then you get to learn about NXT through us.
Yeah. So
Good God.
So the Knockouts tag match was pretty solid. It was a 15 minutes of pure awesome wrestling from all of these women, and it's awesome. It's really cool to see. A couple of spots that were awesome, that were great to watch, and although mind you, I was also eating dinner at the time, so I was a little half distracted by foodings.
Yeah, foodings.
No. But this was still.
By the way,
great.
what did you think of dinner? Like me and K-Storm tag teamed on making the chicken fried rice. What did you think?
I thought it was yummy.
Yay, thank
Thank you very much.
Yay.
Of course, the match. Unfortunately, the match ended with the heels of VXT or Vexed. Vexed. It's gonna
Oh,
take a
they're
while.
vexed. I see what it is. They're vexed. They are crossed women. They are women who have been vexed, who are perturbed, who are pissed.
Yep, the Vexed picked up the win by pinning Mia Yim in the ring while throwing Jordan Grace out. And yeah, no, the heels won this tag match, so
Ouch.
that sucks. And it really sucks because Mia Yim and Jordan Grace are set to go against each other for the Impact Knockouts World title at Emergence, which is on Friday, August 12th in Chicago, Illinois. Which is also rumored, don't confirm with me on this, that CM Punk will be making an appearance at Impact's Emergence.
What? Why?
Again, a rumor, a very, 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 very.
Yeah, and I don't buy it.
Because
I'll believe
CM
it when
Punk
I
had
see
a cup of coffee in TNA.
Yeah, that was when he was doing The Gathering with Raven and Mickey James, right?
I guess.
No, like Mickey James and CM Punk, they were like cultists for Raven, and like Mickey James, she was like, oh yeah, she was so totally gothic, even though she was like not.
I gotta look up pictures of that. That might be interesting.
I can find the picture over here.
But then later after the match at a promo segment, Deonna Purrazzo and Chelsea Green are with Gail Kim, and Gail Kim told them that they will be that they're going to be challenging for the Impact Knockouts tag team titles at Emergence against Rosemary and Taya Valkyrie. So that's something to look forward to.
Yeah.
I like it.
Like, so here's the photo of the two of them together as I don't know if I could. You know what? Is it okay if I?
You may share it. Go right ahead.
Yeah, like, my figuring is it's who's it? It's Mickey James. It's CM Punk. They're both in Impact and AEW respectively.
You're good.
So
I'll allow it.
Yeah, thank you for that. Let me just do a thing here. And where is it? Where are they? Where are they? Here they are.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is an old picture from TNA with CM Punk and Mickey James before CM Punk was WWE champion and Mickey James became one of the best knockouts in Impact Wrestling history.
Yeah, and I mean, check it. I mean, come the fuck on.
Yeah, I know. Oh man.
Sorry, like
Every
I had a
wrestler-
thing for
hey,
Mickey
man.
James, I can't help it.
Every
But
hey
can
man,
you
every
blame me?
every wrestler has humble beginnings in their career.
Can you blame me for having a thing for Mickey James? I mean, come the fuck on.
No, I don't blame
Good,
you.
Don't, because you're not
That-
fucking loud.
That being said, this was a great opening match. And all the women got a chance to shine in this match, including the Knockouts World Champion. So, yeah, I wish you would have seen it, Juancho. But then again, if you were seeing it, I would have, like, my ears would be blown up at all the noise you make.
Like, because I'd basically be blasting myself in my pants at the sight of Jordan Grace
Yeah, pretty much.
and the sight of Chelsea Green.
Yeah. So let's
You're right.
So let's get to the exciting match of the night, which is another tag team match, player.
Holla? So many tag teams.
I know, right?
Honor No More and Bullet Club clashing once again. Holy
Gang
shit.
Wars, baby.
Gang Wars.
The team of Matt Taven and Mike Bennett, accompanied by Maria Kanellis, versus Chris Bay, the Ultimate Finesser, and the inevitable Ace Austin. Yes, the Ace of Spades, the Ace guy.
The ace of the Bullet Club.
Pretty much. It's pretty cool. And this was an awesome high-flying tag team match from both wrestlers. And it was just...
Tell me how Mike Bennett fucked it up this time. Go ahead.
Okay, surprisingly, Mike Bennett didn't actually fuck this up. I don't know if you saw part of the tag match.
I didn't
with
see
me.
Jack squat. That's
Okay.
your job.
Surprisingly,
I'm just here to throw
Mike
shit.
Bennett did not fuck this up, but this was still an awesome match from all the wrestlers here involved. There's too many spots for me to call out, but because everyone was moving at 100 miles an hour. But I'll get to the finish of the match. Maria Kanellis tried to interfere near the end of the match, only for Ace Austin to grab Maria Kanellis by the legs to try and yank her off. Like, hell no, you don't do that shit. And then Ace Austin pays for it at the hands of the heels, and it looks like the heels were going to steal another win until out came from behind with the referee's back turned. Heath Slater went and attacked Matt Taven, hitting him with the wake-up call, and then running out of the ring before the referee turned around with the Ace Austin hitting Matt Taven with the fold to get the win. Your winners, the Bullet Club.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. So
once
go
again,
figure,
yeah.
Mike Bennett didn't fuck it up this time.
Mike Bennett didn't fuck it up this time, and once again, Heath Slater is being a baby heel, attacking Honor No More from behind. Yeah, wow. What a good guy, right?
No, he's attacking them. He's attacking the heels from behind. So automatically that makes him babyface, even though he's using a heel tactic. But he's doing it to the heels.
Oh, my
So
God.
that means he's babyface, Jose.
Oh, my God.
You have
All
to
right.
understand that's the logic on there. Yeah, Rowdy
guess.
Knight. They were right, Unicorn. This is maddening, and I like it.
All right, so let's get to the best segment of the night, and this was shot dramatically with like dramatic lighting. Cinematic
Oh, God,
lighting.
Here we go again.
It's a backstage segment with Violent by Design, Eric Young at the top of the steps with purple lighting,
Look at this shit.
and Diener and Joe Doring are at the bottom of the steps with yellow lighting.
Gene Rick is up in the chat over there. Hey guys, stopping in on my last break to say hello. Holy shit. Hi there, it's Gene Rick. Welcome to Wrestle Rewind.
Hello, Gene Rick. Thank you very much for joining us. So Eric Young is basically calling out Diener and Joe Doring for still being poisoned, for still having the disease.
What disease?
The disease of weakness.
What?
Ooh.
Weakness? What's they lost because this motherfucker won't interfere with them. What the hell weakness is he going on about?
Well, I have... thank you for that.
Ha!
Because they're Canadian.
Because they're Canadian.
So then Diener and Joe Doring, they make a declaration that no, they want to destroy the weakness. They are vile. They will revile the sickness. To which Eric Young basically tells him, yeah, okay, nut up or shut up. Like, not in the exact same words. He said something very dramatic. But this segment was basically Eric Young to call out the rest of his team to get their shit together. Get your house in order kind of segment, you know?
Yeah, so he's once again asking them to prove themselves to him and prove themselves that they are loyal to Violent by Design to him, even though one of them is literally their giant cowboy hat wearing fucker and the other is their flag bearing psycho little shit eating shit talker.
Okay, the Psycho Lily and Shin Tucker, I'm not going to defend, but Joe Doring, at least Joe Doring had a main event world title match against Josh Alexander.
And lost.
But
over here saying Hulk Hogan should make a TNA comeback and become world champion. Brother.
Yeah.
Brother. Nah, he's too busy running beach shops down here in Florida and having a psychopathic, like, freaking COVID-denying conspiracy theorist operate the beach shop for him and charging people $50 to hold a belt that he doesn't even own.
I wonder if he also runs a freaking gun range.
No, do not let that guy anywhere near firearms or any concealed
He
weapon.
owns a firearm.
I'm talking about Hulk Hogan's beach shop manager.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's Psycho.
Yeah, that's
yeah, that is a nice pick. It is very dramatic.
I love
Prove yourself.
All right, so let's get to the match of the night. It is another Masha Slamovich match, so it's a squash, and Masha Slamovich laid his victim, Madison Rayne.
Oh shit.
Last week, Masha Slamovich made quick work on Tennille Dashwood, and
Bunda's over here asking the Ravens flock go to Hogan's beach shop. Hell no! I ain't giving that.
no, but we drove by Hogan's beach.
We
shop.
drove by it when we were during our trip at MegaCon Orlando. We drove past it. I didn't want to go anywhere near the damn thing. I didn't want to touch it.
Oh my
I didn't
God.
want to go anywhere near and run the risk of dealing with his psychotic store manager.
Okay, but what if we run into Hulk Hogan himself?
No, Hulk Hogan's too busy preening what's left of his own ego to actually run a shop.
Oh my goodness, yeah, you're right. So, as typical fashion, Masha Slamovich made quick work on Madison Rayne, knocking her out with a couple of elbow strikes, removing the face mask that she had on because
The
of her
kabuki face mask of evil?
No, removing Madison Rayne's healing, recovering face mask. You know, the one that Cody Rhodes wears.
Madison Rayne had one of those face shields on?
Yes,
I didn't know this.
because her nose was injured. So Masha Slamovich removed it, destroyed the mask, laid out Madison Rayne with a snowplow, getting another win. And then after the match, she circles around the ring. Giselle Shaw is in the middle of the ring, and Masha Slamovich passes another folder, thingy, envelope to Giselle Shaw, and she's marked her for dead.
Like, you're the next victim of Masha Slamovich, Tovarich. You're not going to be able to stop
Oh my
me.
God!
I shall
This
be
is
destroying you and very much KGB and this time's actions in the form of publicly televised execution in wrestling of professionalism.
I actually like everything they're doing with Masha Slamovich. She's finally stopped squashing local talent, and she's now chopping away at the main roster of the Knockouts division before she reaches to the top.
Nikki Bella's right. Masha Slamovich is freaky looking.
Yes, she is.
Do not cross Masha Slamovich.
And now let's get to the bad segment of the night, a segment I really don't fucking care for. It is a backstage segment involving the Impact Wrestling's digital media champion, Brian Myers.
The most professional wrestler,
Yep.
Brian Myers.
Yes, he is, and the other undercard wrestler, Bhupinder Gujjar, who I've already criticized that he cannot cut a promo worth saving his life. He cannot talk his way out of
He's flatter than water.
He cannot talk his way out of a paper bag.
God almighty. Who's this poor schlup down here at the bottom looking at these two pretending to be dramatic and talking?
Enlarge, Wanto, magnify.
Who is that guy?
Oh, he's just a local talent. Who knows?
Some local schmuck?
Some local schmuck.
Okay,
Some backstage schmuck.
Some poor backstage schmuck. Okay, let me ask you a different question, probably something a little bit more relevant. If this is supposed to be like a what do you call it? A backstage segment where it's not supposed to be professionally shot or whatever. Why the hell is there professional dramatic lighting behind these two fucks? You got Brian Myers with the green lighting. You've got Bhupinder Gujjar with the purple lighting. What the fuck is this? The guy sitting down is the most confused of us all, and he's part of the bit somehow.
He looks so out of place.
He's so confused. Who are these guys?
I have no idea
I'm just
why
trying
they're...
to eat my hoagie.
I don't know what
There's
they're
a Firehouse Subs out here. I'm just trying to eat my sandwich in peace. Why are these guys talking? Where do these lights come from? Are these guys wearing light-up boots? What's going on?
I have no idea why they're doing the lighting.
Oh, shit.
Hang on.
This man looks like he's wearing a WD bra. Damn, his pecs are massive.
Oh, damn. Talk about Bhupinder Gujjar. Oh, shit.
Bhupinder's got some Gujars on him, all right.
Oh,
Thank you,
shit.
Snowflake.
All right. So, yeah, the crux of this whole promo segment, Bhupinder Gujjar is declaring that he's already beaten everybody here in Impact Wrestling, which I would like to
Josh
debate on.
Alexander would beg to differ. Eric Young would beg to differ.
Half the roster would beg to differ.
roster would beg to differ. And it doesn't count if you're beating up on dopes like Ricky, like what's his face, like Johnny Swinger and Zicky Dice over and over for 3 weeks. That shit doesn't count. Those two
or Shera or Raj Singh or whatever.
Yeah, those guys are not the whole roster, you dumb fuck. Learn to count.
And he's challenged Brian Myers for the Impact Digital Media title, and I could care less about the rest of the segment. Get the fuck out of here with this shit.
Okay.
I'm McDone with this crap.
Listen. The most professional wrestler, Brian Myers, doesn't do digital media that much. It makes sense for Jordan Grace because she's not only on Impact, she has her OnlyFans, she has her Twitter where she goes on and shit. It made sense for Matt Cardona because he was the inaugural first ever internet champion, and being the digital media champion was the next logical step. Brian Myers?
Well,
does he even have a smartphone? He looks like the type of guy who unironically walks around with a flip phone and calls himself technological.
I think he's involved in some social media projects with Matt Cardona on Twitch and YouTube. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, I know he's got the major wrestling figure podcast, the major wrestling figure podcast.
There's that
between him and Matt Cardona, but that's like 60%. That's 60-40. Matt and Brian.
Yeah,
because like Cardona, he's the super geek of this stuff.
Is.
Come on.
He really is.
Like, you're gonna have to. That's true. That doesn't massage it that much for me as a no. Sorry, Brian Myers, the most professional wrestler. Sorry, boom.
Oh
Get
wow,
it away.
The most disappointing thing from Queens aside from W. Morrissey.
Fuck W. Morrissey.
All right, let's get to the main event of the night. The men from Motor City turned their guns on each other as advertised. It is Alex Shelley versus Chris Sabin. The Motor City Machine Guns collide. The winner faces Josh Alexander for the Impact World title at Emergence.
Joseph, this is a very important moment here.
Yes, it is.
And you have to understand that this was a long time coming. They've clashed before, but never for these kind of stakes.
All right, so while this song is playing, I'll go ahead and talk about the match. So this was pretty much 100% like Fast and Furious from beginning to end. Both of these men started off with hitting their ground game and trying to roll up and pin each other. And it looks like they're on even ground.
Starfade to the heart of the cards. No matter what.
Oh my God. And then Alex Shelley was leaning more towards heel. He was the de facto heel in this fight because he was doing a lot of like heel tactics against Chris Sabin, debilitating him with certain moves and attacking certain joints. Yeah, thank you for that.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave it for the first.
But the thing is, Juan's not wrong. Juan
Hey,
is.
Marley's up in the chat. Hi, Marley13. How's it
Hello,
going today?
Marley. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm talking about the Impact Wrestling's main event match. The Motor City Machine Guns fight against each other like brothers or whatever. I don't know.
Okay, sorry, no, you brought it up. I have to play the fucking song some more.
Fine. So this whole entire last half hour of the show was dedicated to the main event.
Holy shit.
They pulled all stops. They reversed each other's finishers. Alex Shelley reverses the Cradle Shock. Chris Sabin reverses the Sliced Bread. That was fucking awesome. And then there was and near the end of the match, it looks Alex Shelley tries to lock in the Motor City Stretch a couple times, only for Chris Sabin to roll out of the way. Oh my god! And then,
Here we go.
yeah.
No matter what, the game's revealed.
And after a series of near falls, both men finally hitting their finishing moves. Alex Shelley locks in the Motor City Stretch onto Chris Sabin for the final time and forces Chris Sabin to tap out.
Holy shit.
Your winner and facing Josh Alexander for the Impact World title, Alex Shelley.
This, okay, it was, okay, I'm knocking on it, and I'm fucking, I'm over here, legitimately being, I keep saying legitimately, I'm so sorry about that. I'm, going back and forth with the corniness of they're the tag team, they're legendary tag teams, and they've been together, and they've fought, but now they're fighting each other for the biggest opportunity that they've ever had, and now it's going to be, the biggest, chance between them to show them what they're made of and who between the two is worthy of being the number one contender for the Impact World Championship. It's like brotherhood and fucking best friends and all this stuff. It was just kind of sweet.
On all accounts, you are right, because after the match, they then have a warm embrace. They shook hands, they hugged it out, and they're still friends at the end of the day.
And Josh Alexander, they cut to him picture in picture. He's watching from backstage. He's like, all right, I see who I'm going to be facing, and yeah, this works for me.
And everything goes off on a happy note, right? Well,
What the hell is this then?
so Violent by Design attacks the Motor City Machine Guns at the post-match beatdown, with Diener biting off fucking
Cody Diener trying to bite Alex Shelley's face off.
yeah.
That was Shelley he was biting, right?
Yeah,
Not
he was
Sabin?
trying to bite his face off.
His face off?
His face off.
The fuck? Nicolas Cage is gonna come eat you now, Jose.
Yes, he is, and it looks like the show was going to end on a bad note until out came making its Impact debut, unofficial Impact debut, former NXT Cruiserweight Champion, the Time Splitter, Kushida.
Holy shit.
He runs down to save the Motor City Machine Guns. Kushida is also a tag partner of Alex Shelley in New Japan Pro Wrestling and Ring of Honor as one half of the Time Splitters, and he runs down and helps chase away Violent by Design.
So when it was cutting away from Josh Alexander watching on, that was when Violent by Design actually attacked. So it looked, the way they cut it, it made it look like Josh Alexander was responding to Violent by Design coming in, and oh shit, he's gonna run in to try to break it up. It's no, I'm not gonna have the integrity of this moment be soiled or whatever. What they did is just Josh Alexander walking in I'm out. But instead, it was the Time Splitter. It was Kushida who came in for the save. Go fucking figure. How about that?
Now, the last time Kushida was seen on wrestling programming...
Bunda, I can't. I can't with this guy. He's too extra for me. He's saying, we need the Pope Elijah Burke to make a comeback.
Elijah Burke is busy wrestling in NWA. No joke. And he is wrestling as the name the Pope.
Yeah, but they want... Wait, they actually... Yeah, no, he can stay in NWA. That's fine.
Now, that being said, the last time Kushida was seen on TV was on NXT 2.0. He lost the Cruiserweight Championship to Roderick Strong, and then his run ended in a horrible feud with Ikimanjiro, and they were feuding with Von Wagner. And that was his last appearance. He was written off TV, and then he waited it out until his 30-day non-compete clause was finished after being released by WWE, and then he made his return to New Japan Pro Wrestling before making his debut to Impact Wrestling.
Holy shit. So that's a hell of a way to cap off Impact here.
Yes, indeed. Now, I want to talk about Impact first. It was a great, great night of wrestling. The opening match with the knockouts was awesome. And also, Masha Slamovich continues her undefeated streak for however long that's going to last. I think they're going to build her up until she inevitably wins the Impact Knockouts World title.
You're gonna pair off Masha Slamovich against Jordan Grace?
Yes.
No, you know what they need to do? I don't think Jordan Grace ought to be fucking blasted by Masha Slamovich. I think she needs to be protected a little better. But that's just me because I want her to crush me.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. But
because I'm a pervy little bastard. But that's not the point. The point is, Masha Slamovich, have her go up for the Knockouts World title. Yes, soon, but not against Jordan Grace.
Well,
Please.
we'll see. We'll see. Everything that they're doing right now is to build up.
Married, but so am I.
Everything they're doing right now is to build up the Emergence pay-per-view event, and they're doing a solid job at it. AEW Dynamite, it started off strong, but it ended in a fucking disappointment.
And a big wet fart.
Yeah, no. A couple positives to take away. Everything that they're building up for Fyter Fest, they're building up for this Saturday's Ring of Honor pay-per-view, Death Before Dishonor. Wheeler Yuta got a chance to shine in the tag match with Jon Moxley against Best Friends. They had a good backstage segment and a promo segment for Samoa Joe versus Jay Lethal for the Ring of Honor TV title. FTR cut an awesome promo hyping up their tag match against the Briscoes at Ring of Honor, so that's going to be fun. But the main event was just fucking awful. I didn't like it at all.
Just one more time, and Hassan,
Yep,
sorry, not sorry, but that was botch-worthy.
Fucking bullshit! Fucking bullshit! Fucking bullshit! Fucking bullshit! Fucking bullshit! Fucking bullshit! Bitch! Bullshit, Hulk Hogan!
All right. So, yeah, that was that.
Okay, I'm closing the tab. We're not playing it anymore. It's okay.
NXT 2.0, like, it started off...
Thank you, Snowflake. You're right. Like, Juan, I respect women. Also, Juan, I'm married and I want to be crushed by thick enemy wrestling thighs. Yes.
Yes!
You know what?
So do I!
You know what? And
I'm not married, though.
So does my wife. She's seen Jordan Grace. She's like, yeah, no, if you get the chance, shoot your shot, Juan, and let me know how it's like, and let me know if she'll take turns.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm one of the few lucky motherfuckers who's got an understanding, awesome, sexy, bisexual wife.
All right, and now NXT 2.0, they started off well with the opening match with Cameron Grimes and JD McDonough, and the Battle Royale was a lot of fun. I admit I was surprised at who won the match, and I'm happy to see Zoe Stark come back from injury. Again, I hope they don't waste her, but everything else that happened in the middle, everything else in between was just not good. Apart save for Roderick Strong versus Damon Kemp. But even as exciting as that match was, had a crappy finish, and they're being pulled into the fucking storyline with Tony D'Angelo and the Paisanos. Yeah, gabagoo.
Yeah, sorry, Jose. Nope. If we're gonna mention them, you're gonna get the gift.
Bibbidi boopity, bibbidi boopity
pop.
Everything else was pretty good. Axiom, the repackaged Axiom, who was a kid, he had a good in-ring debut.
He's a kid.
Yeah, he looked like a combination of Sin Cara and the Gold Zeo Ranger.
What?
Yeah,
No, hold on.
look him up. Look him up. Axiom WWE.
Let me
Look up photos. Look up photos.
I'm looking for photos. I'm looking for photos now. Give me a minute. Oh my fucking god, you're right.
I know. Isn't that cool?
He does look like Sin Cara and the Gold Zeo Ranger. Oh god, I have to.
Actually, no. That is a picture of another wrestler that WWE may or may not have ripped off of. But
oh god, you're right.
Click.
Is this him?
That's him.
Razor Wing says WWE copied his look for Axiom. Oh god.
Yeah.
Let me.
That's the actual picture of Axiom.
Yeah. Let me get that over here. So give me just a second.
Go ahead. But then everything else is just.
And I hope you'll pardon us, the Hassan Terrell. We're gonna play Botchamania shit if we feel like it. It's our show, and we
do what we want.
We do what we
want. We do what we want up in this bitch.
We do what we want, son.
All right, go ahead. Show.
I'm looking for it over here. Here it fucking is.
Yep.
Not even the program wants to show it. Okay, this is what Jose's talking about.
This is Axiom. He was repackaged. He is a kid from NXT UK, and they repackaged him as Axiom. He's supposed to be like his own inspired like superhero that he thought of himself, and he's also a mathematician. He's good with mathematics.
What?
Because math and comic books go hand in hand. I don't know anymore.
What?
It's so weird. It's
What?
another WWE Lucha project, just like Sin Cara. Hopefully they do it better. I don't know. I don't have any faith. But that being said,
Thank you, Snowflake. Go, Power Rangers.
pretty much everything else
And
was
yes,
just
we
fucking
cuss, we
awful.
curse, we swear, we have dirty fucking sailor mouths, Hassan. Sorry, we're not sorry.
And also, man, I feel bad for the Dyad. Now that I know who they are,
They were
tonight.
Grizzled Young.
No, hang on. Let me say it before you do it. Tonight, we are officially retiring the joke. One more time.
He's a grizzled young vet. He's a grizzled young vet. He works so many towns that sometimes he forgets. Doesn't matter if he's curtain jerking or the main event, because he's a grizzled young vet. He's a grizzled young vet.
Man, you
End
know
of
what?
an era.
I'm getting really tired of retiring funny wrestling jokes here on this program. It's getting depressing.
I'm over here seeing, like, I'm even seeing shit from, like, the photos of when Kushida was doing the time splitter. They had him dressed as Marty McFly.
Oh no, he still dresses like that in the independent wrestling scene.
Oh, so he does that on purpose.
Yes, he does.
So that's not just an AEW thing.
No, it's not just an AEW
Chris,
thing.
that's not okay. Like, Hassan, we're like, I hope you pardon. That's you can have your opinion on that, but like with us, we have no filter. We're sorry. We're not sorry. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. You can swear or not swear if you want to, or if you don't want to. It's your choice. We prefer to swear because it helps us be more expressive.
Exactly.
And we are uncensored. We're an 18+ program. Look, if there are underage kids who shouldn't be listening to bad words,
Then they need to tune away right now.
they needed to not be on our channel. But if you just have fragile sensibilities, I don't know what to tell you. We talk pro wrestling, and there's swearing in pro wrestling, but that's okay.
All right, so before we wrap up, a couple of announcements. First of all, Los Amigos Play may or may not be returning this Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern.
Depending on whether or not Angel has his land legs back,
Yes,
since he's just returning from international waters.
I know. And we will be continuing Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition if that ever happens. And, of course, on next week's edition of Wrestle Rewind, I will be covering the AEW's upcoming TV special, Fight for the Fallen.
How many stupid TV specials do they have? Don't call it TV specials. Jesus, jumped up. These guys need to quit with this shit. And then just say, like, hey, we have a special event, like, and don't tag it with AEW Dynamite. Make it in the make it an actual pay-per-view event. These fucking guys.
You know, it's kind of funny you mention that because according to like the media sources, the folks at Warner Media want AEW to run more pay-per-view events every month. So who knows? Maybe that might change next year.
You see what I mean? Even Warner Discovery Media people are saying, like, guys, come on, like, you're giving away these barbed wire hardcore blood matches on free TV. What's wrong
But
with
Fight
you?
for the Fallen has a lot of fun memories. Remember last year when Jericho wrestled against Nick Gage in a fucking death match? And then they had the pizza cutter spot? And then Domino's Pizza advertised simultaneously? That was fun.
And you're right. It's not the end of the world, Hassan. We appreciate that. And
All
Mickey
right.
is saying, like, yeah, it's not hurting anyone, but that's swearing. It's
Yeah,
fine.
exactly.
It's okay.
All right. And then, of course, tune into Juan's program, The Black Files, every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, I actually want to make an announcement for the Black Files over here, and I want to go ahead and let you in on this. This is something I was discussing anyway. On this coming week's edition of the Black Files, which is going to be next Wednesday, it's going to be a retrospective on the 6-episode miniseries special event of Ms. Marvel, and I've got a special guest joining me. That I'm going to record the discussion that I have with them, and I'm going to air that as our whole bid for the discussion of Ms. Marvel. So stay tuned.
All right, awesome. And then, of course, finally,
Oh,
tune
Mr.
in.
Geek Me Out coming in right at the last minute saying Paul Bettany canceled his appearance at Tampa Bay Comic-Con. Yeah,
I
we
know.
heard.
Oh no, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a bit, and that really does suck. And also, of course, yes, the Ravens flock will be in appearance for Saturday of Tampa Bay Comic Con, which is next week, Saturday, July 30th, the final Saturday of July, at the downtown Tampa Convention Center in Tampa, Florida. Oh boy, and yeah, Tampa Bay Comic Con.
They don't like the Ravens flock.
Eh.
They think we're too low rent. They think that we're bad for their image, quote unquote. That's why they don't try to. That's why anytime we try to go in and apply for press, they don't even look at us.
I know, right?
But it's their
Those
loss.
dirty bastards.
Dirty punks. How
I
dare
know,
they?
right? But it's okay. We'll show them.
We'll show them all. We'll do our shit over there, and we're gonna advertise ourselves on their turf. We're gonna shit on their lawn. We're gonna shit on their lawn, and they're gonna like it.
And of course, tune into our main show every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. The Ravens Flock, the Three Kings, as I like to call us.
The motley crew of nerds.
Well, I was going to say Les Tres Reyes.
Los Tres. You need to work on your Spanish, Jose.
Sorry, a little bit of Jericho's rubbed off on me.
No.
Les Sex Gods.
No, fucking Jericho.
Los Tres Reyes, the Three Kings of myself, Juan Arouse, and Angel Mendez. We'll be here every Saturday night because there's always something new to talk about in geek news and geek topics, and we'll be the guys to talk with all of you. With that being said, this pretty much concludes this week's edition. Juancho, plug us away.
I will in just a second. Unicorn Sam saying all sounds really good. I will try to catch you. Have a good one, people. Guys are out of control. We're out of control here. You can't understand. We don't play by the rules. We don't play nice with others. We do shaky cam.
Yeah.
Oh, shaky cam.
Standards and practices my ass.
No shaky cam at Tampa Bay Comic-Con. That's why Auntie Susan didn't want us monetized from the get-go. Well, where Auntie Susan? You can't put a rattle on us. Where? All right, I'm done with my tirade. I'm going to go ahead and plug us away the way you asked me to, Jose. Thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of Wrestle Rewind, hosted by Jose Casabona, as he reviews and talks down of the best and worst of the three most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today: WWE's NXT 2.0, All Elite Wrestling's AEW Dynamite, and Impact Wrestling. Tune in as we stream live every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Twitch. Hit the subscribe button, follow button, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all of our media content, and join us on the live chat as we discuss the reviews with you and talk about whatever you're talking about as well. Until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/TheRavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/TheRavensFlockOnline, Twitch.tv/TheRavensFlockOnline, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/TheRavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and the Ravens Flock.
All right, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting live edition of Wrestle Rewind. I'm your host, Jose Casabona. That was Juan Arouse and something Shark Week.
Hulk Hogan 2022, brother.